All right. I'm laughing because Kanye just released, well, he didn't release, but he just announced his new album. And if y'all can identify these two pictures right here, then y'all can for sure identify or kind of know why the name of this new album is so controversial. Like, think about the kids, bro. Like, think about the kids that you were exposing this to, Kanye. But you know what? Whatever. Originally, the name of the project was WW3, but he changed it to Cuck. Of course, Kanye, as of late, been on his bullshit. But I kind of want to try to narrow down why he might have decided to name the album Cuck, right? There was an interview that I saw with Amber Rose, and for some of y'all, which I don't know how you don't know this, maybe for like the younger people watching, Kanye used to date Amber Rose. And she was doing an interview with Shannon Sharp, which she was saying that Kanye would have her in different type of outfits and stuff that she necessarily didn't approve of or didn't necessarily jive with or agree with, and she would be feeling real uncomfortable. Or Kim Kardashian would wear like very provocative and very revealing things whenever, they're in public. Now, moving on to his latest wife, what's her name? Brittany Sensori or Brianna Sensori, one of them. Even her, did y'all see the stunt that happened? I believe it was at the BET Awards. Or it could have been the Grammys. It don't matter. The point is, she showed up, translucent, nude dress, bearing all the goodies, right? Actually, nobody knew she was wearing the dress. Nobody knew she was wearing the dress. She pulled up on the scene. She was wearing like a big ass coat. She came on the spot, pulled it all off. And I'm talking about the dress was so damn revealing. It left nothing to the imagination. What do all three of them have in common? Obviously, in my opinion, I really do think Kanye have some type of infatuation with other people seeing his significant other, wife, whatever the case is. Now, I'm not here to shame people. You get what I'm saying? You're into what you're into, and I actually don't necessarily care that he's doing it. I'm just trying to give y'all insight on why he would name the album what he named the album. So just based on that, it's now up to y'all to go do y'all research if you don't know on what that name means. I tried to help you as much as possible. All of this is kind of weird to me because he's doing this album in collaboration with Dave Blunts of all people. Yes, the same Dave Blunts, that big ass nigga wearing that purple jumpsuit that sit at his concerts. I don't got no problem with Dave Blunts. I actually think he's kind of funny, but it's just very odd to me that Kanye being at the stature, at the level that he's at, the same Kanye that is like, oh, I am a god, or I don't take advice from people less successful than me. Not saying that he's taking advice from Dave Blunts, but Kanye put himself ahead in his head. Why would you go down to Dave Blunt's level? But I think it's because they do have the one thing in common, which is they're very comfortable with saying the hard ER in their songs. And for whatever reason, Kanye admires that about Dave Blunt. He thinks that shit's cool, right? And I think that's the only reason why they're doing a quote unquote collab album together. So far, the name of the album is controversial. All right. Kanye himself is already a controversial person. The most recent bullshit that we're seeing from Kanye is the fact that I can't even say this on camera. I can't even say this on YouTube. But all the shenanigans that was going on with him and his cousin whenever they were younger. Now imagine the worst thing that you can in your head. Yes, that's what happened. For a lot of people, this album is going to be very difficult because of like all of the symbolism, the anti-Muslim that's going to be littered all over this album. I don't necessarily know what exactly is going on in Kanye's head, or who this album is for, or who the target audience is. Because it's one thing as a Kanye fan, because I am a Kanye fan. They go one of my favorite albums of all time, right? I am a Kanye fan. But Bruh, it's only but so much defending we can do as Kanye fans, right? And on top of that, it's only but so much we're gonna put up with as fans. I don't necessarily know what exactly he is going to be trying to get out of this album. He is doubling down with this album. He's doubling down with the whole infatuation for the man's name nobody can speak because of what he did in World War II. What do I think the greater thing about all of this is? From him wearing that black suit with DJ Academics, with the anti with the name of the album, all of this. What is it coming from? I think for Kanye, it's mostly his right that he feels as if he cannot express his freedom of speech. Now, he can, right? But for Kanye, I don't think he realized, like, yes, inside the United States, we do have freedom of speech and you can say whatever the fuck you want to say, right? Whatever you say comes with consequences. He doesn't like that he can't say whatever the fuck he wants to say and not have consequences associated with it. It just don't work that way. I think on a personal level, the saddest part about all of this is the fact that as Kanye fans, we're literally watching the decline of Kanye. We're watching him literally go downhill and tarnish his name. And for what? We're talking about the same dude that brought us My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, the college dropout, graduation, 808s and heartbreaks, Life of Pablo. Even though that one was kind of critically acclaimed, it's still a damn good album, right? We're talking about the Kanye that masterpieces of a rap album, and we're watching him throw it all away behind some bullshit. I know we use the excuse of like how it's his mental health or whatever, or it's this or that. I don't necessarily think it's an excuse anymore. He's a fucking grown ass man pushing fucking 50 years old. I don't necessarily know. It's kind of like the same feeling I get whenever I look at the Nicki Minaj fan base, right? And I ain't trying to get doxxed and I ain't trying to get jumped. So I'm gonna pick my words very carefully when it comes to the Nicki Minaj fans, right? But here's what I mean, because I'm low-key a Nicki Minaj fan too. I don't give a fuck. Nicki Minaj has great projects like the Pink Print. Hold on. Yo, low-key, I don't think she has as much albums as I thought. Because the main ones I'm thinking about is the Pink Print, Pink Friday, and then she just have a whole bunch of variations of that. I feel like something's missing. But anyways, you get my point, and my point remains, is that she has a great legacy. Only female rapper. I think that she's the greatest female rapper of all time. Now, we might be able to sit here and argue Lauryn Hill or whatever. Sure, right? Especially for maybe the older females watching. But I'm trying to tell y'all, Nicki Minaj, man, between the albums and she can fucking spit. Her verse on Monster, crazy. Every other month, every other whatever, we got to sit here and we got to watch Nicki Minaj tarnish her legacy behind some bullshit. She's getting older. She's definitely at auntie status now. It's okay to be auntie. It's okay to shut the fuck up and just to like enjoy the fruits of your labor. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to let people talk their shit about you online and you don't have to respond to it. Because at the end of the day, a lot of these girls that Nicki Minaj is having beef with looks up to her. Accept that. Embrace it. Instead, for whatever reason, Nicki Minaj tries to start beef behind some bullshit, which really she doesn't need to, because a lot of these rappers, as rappers, is way beneath her. So it's kind of like the same thing that I feel about Kanye is like, why, bro? Why? Like, why is it that now whenever I have my little son, he gonna be like, hey, dad, who's Kanye West? And I gotta tell him like, hey, son, you know, he's definitely top 10, one of the greatest rappers of all time. But I also got to be like, but towards the end of his legacy, he kind of fucked up a little bit and talked about some people in some pretty negative light and a whole bunch of bullshit.